All right. Welcome back, guys. We are ready for the second match of this day, Saturday, March 21st, the year 2020. I am joined here by Hyper. I am still the real Mobags, and we have a great game between the Aviators and the Wolves.
Yeah, how you doing, Mobags, and how you doing, chat? Yeah, thanks for having me. I'm excited to see this matchup against the Academy League Wolves and the Aviators.
I don't know if you did that on purpose, but the Wolves.
I did do it on purpose.
I kind of like that. We've got definitely some players that you and I are both familiar with. I know that you spend a little bit of time in the academy. I think at this point going to be a academy lifer. So I've had the pleasure of playing with a lot of these guys and gals, and I definitely am looking forward to this matchup. These teams are pretty evenly matched in the league standings. Overall, we've got the Wolves sitting at 24th and the Aviators sitting at 25th. So they are pretty low in the standings, but both still have potential to make really big runs. And they're definitely going to look to make big statements, especially on this stream match.
Yeah, like you said, I mean, it's pretty impressive. It's funny to see that like they're both 24 and 25th overall. So I mean, they have a lot to say in this match if they want to make a push for playoffs, being down as much as they are. We have the Wolves third in their division currently, and the Aviators last in their division. So these two are gonna have to fight against each other and battle really hard if they want to make a push up in the leaderboards.
Yeah, and I don't know if you guys are ready, but I know I'm ready. So we'll get these players joined up, and we will get this match underway for you guys as we see who's going to take this game. Hyper, do you have any predictions?
I'm not entirely sure what's going to happen. I mean, you see both these teams are pretty close. So I think that whichever team can utilize their teammates better, be a little bit more consistent, is going to be the one coming out on top.
As we see Mouserat getting this shot on target, Jay Gabbert having to make that save. Jay Gabbert joined by RJ Saurus, and Foof joined today by Mouserat for the Wolves roster, as RJ Saurus looks to get an attack here. Unable to get the touch as Mouserat going to be starting an attack of his own. Reads this off the bounce off the back wall. Foof there to get the shot on target. It's going to go in. Foof opens the scoring for us 30 seconds in, and we see the Wolves take a 1-0 lead.
Yeah, what an incredible play from the Wolves. Being able, you got Mouserat having a really high pass off the backboard, and then Foof coming in from a weird angle, but he managed to get a little bicycle flip and put it into the corner.
Yeah, and we saw Jay Gabbert coming flying into frame, almost able to make that save, but not quite fast enough or on target. Mouserat, crazy long aerial there, not able to find the touch as Foof puts this one a little bit into the corner. RJ Saurus finds the touch out, and Mouserat puts it right back into the zone as he gets one over Jay Gabbert, finds the touch, but doesn't need to, as Foof is going to put that one in for him. He nearly had that. That would have been a play of the week contender for sure. But Foof there for the follow-up and puts him up 2-0.
Yeah, unfortunately, he couldn't get that second touch, but regardless, that was still an incredible pass to be able to beat that defender on the Aviators and then get it over to Foof, who's able to put it away.
Yeah, this is where you see people that have spent time practicing all their different mechanics. You can see the dribbling skills there of Jay Gabbert, or Mouserat, sorry, to get that over the defender, and paid off for him there. As this ball flying over dangerously in front of the goal, and dangerously because Foof was there, and he puts in his, I believe, second goal of the night. Excuse me, third goal of the night. He has 3 for 3 shooting, and he has put his team up 3-0.
Yeah, Foof's definitely on fire right now, and him and Mouserat seem to have some incredible chemistry right off the bat in this first game, having 3 goals in just under a minute 30. So I mean, it's a good start for the Woes, and they're gonna hope they can keep this up.
as Mouserat sends this one high above the crossbar. Foof again puts his fourth out of as many shots, goals rather, in. So he is 4 for 4 right now, and he is seemingly unstoppable right now. The Aviators are definitely going to need to reevaluate the way they are playing and try to stop the bleeding in this game and moving on for the rest of the series. If they're, I don't know, if they're going to allow Foof this much freedom to find open nets and open shots, they are definitely in for a world of hurt, as Mouserat is going to clear this one up. Goes up for a second touch, tries to find a demo on RJ Soros, but isn't able to get it. Foof in the corner, gets a centering pass out to Mouserat, and he's going to sink that one in. 5-0. This is getting a little bit brutal right now, as the Wolves have a 5-goal lead, and we're not even halfway through this game.
Yeah, I mean, these two, Mouserat and Foof, they're on fire. It's incredible to see 5 goals already, not even halfway through this game, and these two just have incredible chemistry.
Yeah,
and they're really showing what they got.
The rotations are on point right now. The passing is on point right now. And the Aviators, like I said, definitely going to need to reevaluate for this game. Not only to stop the bleeding, but to even find a series or a game win. They definitely don't want to get 5-0. That would not be ideal, especially for their standings right now. As Foof has an open net, but it isn't able to find the touch. Mouserat there to follow up and gets his second goal of the night. Wolves, again, just completely dominant in this matchup right now.
Yeah, Foof was out of boost right there, and I think he kind of faked out the defender that was coming across, and then when he missed the ball, so did the defender, probably trying to make a good save, but unfortunately there was no ball to save, and then Musher came in to bury it.
Yeah, and attempting a shot, even when you seemingly know that you're not going to be able to do it, still a good technique. It throws the defense off and makes them have to go up and meet you where you're at and where it looks like you're going. As Foof puts in another goal, 7-0. This is a bloodbath right now for the Wolves, and I really hope that the Aviators don't get too down on themselves and they come back in this second game, take the full minute that they need, and I don't know. They need to move a little bit faster. They need to be looking for each other on these passes. Right there would have been a good opportunity, but Jay Gabbert going up for a shot, not able to find it. Tries to pass it back, but it's going to be right into the lap of Foof. Foof's going to look to center this ball, but backs away. Mouserat not able to find the touch there, as Foof is there to back him up. Unfortunate challenge there, and Mouserat puts in another goal. He is looking to find as many goals as Foof has, and he's got time to do it.
That was unfortunate. I mean, the defender was there, and it's just that an incredible 50 from the Wolves offense, and then he just managed to get a few bounces off the other player and still get a good 50 into the net.
If you're an Aviators fan in the chat, we need to see it. These players are definitely going to need some motivation going into this next game as they look to get a goal to show that they can still score the ball, and there's no magnetic barrier or any other tomfoolery preventing them from scoring. As Foof is going to collect this one in the corner, lets it go by. Always trying to keep the defense guessing. RJ Soros up for a challenge, but not able to connect. Jay Gabbert coming through, gets challenged for his trouble. RJ Soros looks to steal the boost, as she does. Jay Gabbert's going to clear this one down and into the waiting hands of Mouserat, but RJ Soros plays spoiler there and knocks it away from him. RJ Soros down to Jay Gabbert, not able to get that on target or get a touch, as the defense from the Wolves are just smothering him. Foof going to find another goal. 23 seconds left. I think that the Aviators just want to get out of this game. They had a few good attacks there, but nothing quite able to find the back of the net for them.
Yeah, you said I was definitely thinking that the Aviators want this game to just be over with. and hopefully they can come in the second game and really start to show off what they have. 'Cause I'm sure they got something under the boat. They just got to figure something out.
Yeah, like we said, both these teams very closely ranked in the standings. But or rather in this game, it has been all Wolves the entire time, as the Aviators are going to be unable to find even one goal in this game. That is a dominant performance from both these players. So yes, Aviators definitely out here getting cyberbullied right now. I would definitely agree with you there, Suplex the Good. God, sorry. Definitely in the second game, I'm looking for the Aviators to show that they have some fight in them. They need to be first to challenges. They need to be having really solid clears, especially when they're on their own goal line. And yeah, I definitely look for a complete 180 for them here. If not, it's going to be a pretty tough series to watch. Pretty long series, and yeah, definitely not something that the Aviators are going to want to be a part of if they can't turn it around right here.
Yeah, I think it's going to have to come from their back end first. Once they start figuring out defensive rotations, they'll be able to take the stress off their back end and then be able to push the ball forward and get some more offensive opportunities. That's going to be essential.
There definitely wasn't anything I saw them doing there that was like overly bad, or maybe rather that would kind of explain why they were so dominated in that game. So like I said, I'm gonna look for them to be quick to all these balls coming through, and as the players join up, we are getting underway. Aviator fans, get on your team. Tell them they need to be super aggressive here. They need to come out firing very quickly. As we see Foof take the first touch off the kickoff, RJ is going to catch it. Look to get past Mouserat, but he has a good challenge in there. Foof looks to get this on target, not able to find it as RJ Soares clears it out. But Tafar's Mouserat, Foof gonna go all the way back here for boost as he knocks this one safely, I would say, above his own goal. Jay Gabbert not able to find the touch there. Does get one off to the corner wall as he collects boost in the back. Looking to clear here. Foof unable to find the shot. And we got a 2v1 situation right now. Gabbert's got one player to beat. Gets it into the corner. Low boost, though, so he's not going to be able to go up right away. RJ Soares misses that aerial. And followed by Fufu misses. Mouserat gets a shot on target. RJ back from defense for that ball. She looks to clear it over Mouserat, but he's right on top. Foof puts this one into the corner. Looks to get a shot on target. Mouserat looks to follow up, not able to get there. As RJ Soares puts this one near the goal, but not quite on target. Jay Gabbert off the corner. No one there to follow up for the Aviators as RJ makes this save. RJ looked to clear it out, not able to get the touch. Mouserat gets a shot on target. Easily cleared away by Jay Gabbert there. So definitely they have cleaned up their defense a bit. Their rotations are looking a lot better.
Yeah, the Aviators are not even looking anywhere near like they did in that first game. They are coming out firing. It's been a pretty balanced game on both ends of the field right now, and it's going to come down to a really good goal to be able to put their team on the board.
And a really good goal almost comes from RJ Soares. Foof, I believe it was, is there to make the save, though, as RJ is going to clear this one in front of her goal. Foof's going to look to get this on target. Mouserat sees a wide open net, not able to get there before the two Aviator players clear it out. As Foof right back on it, putting it right near the goal. That pass goes over to Foof. He goes right by, in search of boost right now. Jay Gabbert, seeming like he wanted to go off the ceiling, but did not. Collects boost instead and waits for this ball to come slowly to him. RJ Soares clears this out to center. Mouserat catches it up in the air. Can he get a touch to center? Yes and no. Jay Gabbert's going to clear this one out, but only as far as to Foof. Puts it right back in. RJ Soares, high clear. Looking to get past Mouserat, but it's stopped. Mouserat pinches this one into the corner. Jay Gabbert there to meet it. Mouserat misses his touch, but Foof there to follow. RJ has to make a save. Incoming challenge from Foof. Wasn't able to get that one past. And Mouserat has an open net. Not able to find the touch. RJ Source gets bumped by her teammate. Mouserat nearly gets that one center. RJ has a wide open net. Just needs to slow it down a bit. Not able to find the touch, though, as the Wolves clear this one out. That is a feels bad moment. Unfortunate.
Yeah, that was so sad to watch. The ball just hopped over her car right as she was trying to cut it, and she couldn't get the empty net. Oh man, it's still a great opportunity for them, and unfortunately they couldn't capitalize on it.
Those are definitely the shots that you wish you could get back. As Mouserat, aggressive play, takes out Jay Gabbert. Foof is going to try to put this one in a dangerous position, but Jay Gabbert and RJ both there. Pass off to RJ up the sidewall as she looks to make a play here. That's going to be a shot on target. Mouserat had to be up to make that save. As Jay Gabbert up above the goal, looking for a pass down, finds RJ, but she's unable to get this one on target. Hits it up into the ceiling instead. RJ puts a bump on the Mouserat as he's into the corner here. Passes it back and retreats for boost. As Jay Gabbert comes in and looks for a ground pinch. This ball is going to go into the net. Unfortunate from the Wolves as they didn't give up anything for the first 4 minutes and 15 seconds, and then an unfortunate own goal is what's going to put them behind 1-0 right now.
Yeah, the shot wasn't as threatening, but I think that the past minute and a half or so has been all Aviators. They've had a lot of good opportunity, many opportunities in the Wolves defensive end, and they've had a lot of shots, a lot of good shots. And I think that maybe the Wolves are a little bit shocked to see this. I mean, the first game, and they weren't looking this good, but now they're looking incredible right now, and they're gonna look to tie the series up.
Yeah, and we've definitely had a mentality change from the Aviators here. Despite them not scoring, not being the ones to score that goal, they are still up, and that is just a credit to everything that they've done in this game. It's being in front of the ball, being quick to challenges, getting really solid clears. And unless the Wolves can get this ball all the way down the field, it looks like the Aviators are going to take this game as Mouserat goes for one last second dribble. He's going to get met by Jay Gabbert, who looks to put one more in. Unable. RJ Source, though, ooh, off the crossbar and down. Not quite able to find that shot. Holy moly.
Okay. Wow, what an eventful game, especially for the Aviators being able to tie it up after that, that first game. Definitely not what they wanted, but this one I think is what they wanted. As needless to say, they were looking for, they had to figure out something to be able to come back, and whatever they did to change it up, it's working for them.
Yeah, credit to the Aviators. After a loss like that, I can't remember if it was 9-0 or 10-0. You wouldn't find me playing Rocket League after that. But they stuck with it. They grinded out that entire game and were able to find a goal in the last minute. Not through any fault of their own, but just putting balls into places where they can get knocked into the goal is a viable strategy, especially when you can't seem to find anything else that's working. Just throw the ball toward the net, see what happens, and paid off for them.
Yeah, I think their speed was so immenseful in the second game compared to the first. I think it may have caught the Wolves off guard, and that's really what maybe surprised the Wolves.
Yeah, and I mean,
allowed them to get those opportunities that they had
in the intermission. That was one of the things we talked about. The Aviators just needed to pick up the pace, and we definitely saw them do that in the second game, and they have tied it up. And it looks like we're going to have a competitive series for the rest of this game that we've got, or rest of these games that we have. As we get into the game 3 kickoff, the Wolves, pretty neutral kickoff there as RJ retreats back for boost. Jay Gabbert's going to take this one up the wall, but is met by Foof. RJ meets him at midfield, puts a shot on target, and that's going to go in off of a Wolves player as the Aviators open up the scoring right away. 9 seconds off the clock, 11 seconds, excuse me. Mouserat not quite positioned where he needed to be to make that save.
Yeah, what an incredible push from RJ. Being able to meet Foof along that wall, get a good 50, and then being able to place it in the corner right behind Mouserat, who was stuck in an awkward position, get a very early goal in this game 3.
Yeah, if you're looking to create offensive pressure, you're going to want to make those challenges at the midfield. As we see Foof put in a little floater of a shot, somehow finds its way in as Jay Gabbert was unable to find the proper car control to make that stop.
Yeah, that flick was just perfect. It was right above both defenders, and neither of them seemed to be able to get up high enough to make the save, and it goes right under the crossbar. Good shot from Poof.
As we have a tie game, 30 seconds off the clock. Mouserat looks to pass it over to Foof. Foof needs to find a touch to get the center. It's going to bounce off the crossbar, or rather the corner. Mouserat finds a shot. They take the lead, 2-1. So both teams here now moving very, very quickly. We have seen a dramatic increase in the pace of this match. Ball going left to right, back and forth, all over the place.
Yeah, I think the Wolves might be starting to figure out that speed that they had in that first game, and then 2 quick goals after that the other quick goal from the Aviators, and now they're up 2-1 already. I mean, they're looking like they did in the first game.
As Mouserat not quite able to make that read. RJ Soros looks to make a play of her own, but runs out of boost toward the tail end of that carry. Jay Gabbert challenged in reverse. Foof looks for a touch off the wall. RJ Soros not able to connect with that challenge. Jay Gabbert didn't need to make a stop there, as there was no shot on target. As Foof dribbles his teammate into the corner here. RJ passing to the middle. Gets a touch, not quite on target though. Jay Gabbert with a demo. No one back for the Aviators. This is an open net if Foof can get it on target, and he does not. But RJ Soros trying to reinvigorate the Wolves at this point, it looks like, puts that ball in, and that is a feels bad moment. I don't know what thought process is there, but she slammed it right into the bottom net, bottom corner there. Unfortunate.
Yeah, she was probably anticipating that second Wolves player to be able to follow up and bury that shot. And I guess she kind of took it upon herself to do it for them. Yeah, that's unfortunate to see, but we still got a lot of game left.
Yeah,
Aviators
absolutely.
wouldn't surprise me.
This game is far from over, as Foof is going to take this ball right in front of his net. No Aviator there to challenge. I'm surprised to see that. As RJ looks to get the shot on target, she does, but Mouserat there to make the save. Jay Gabbert gets a centered ball, gets a demo. Is anyone there to follow up? Mouserat is. He gets it out. Jay Gabbert retreating for boost. RJ with a powerful shot right into the middle of the goal off the top of Foof's head. Or, sorry, Mouserat's head.
Yeah, I definitely think RJ wanted that goal back that she gave to the Wolves, and she got it. Yeah, what an incredible read from off of Mouserat's head. Be able to pinch it down on top of him and just bury it. Just fire it at the
Revenge
Wolves'
for
net.
RJ Soros. She puts another one on target. Not quite enough power to get past. Jay Gabbert with a flat car problem. Isn't able to make that touch off the wall. This one's dangerously above the net. We need it clear from either team. Oh my goodness. Mouserat knocks that off of an opposing player, and that goes right in. Unbelievable.
Yeah, it was a good pass from Foof, being able to just kind of roll it up the wall right above their net. And none of the Aviators were able to really get there in time. And Mouserat with a good aerial being able to come on top and put the ball right under the crossbar.
Yeah, the Aviators need to be up to challenge balls that are going to end up in that position, because no matter what rank or level of play that you play at, those are going to be very tough to stop. And we saw it firsthand there that they were not able to get in the proper position to save that. As Mouserat collects boost in the corner and awaits an attack from Jay Gabbert. RJ Soros flying in, trying to get a shot on target. Not able to find it, though. Mouserat plays this down to Jay Gabbert. Jay Gabbert puts it in the corner, looks for another touch. Not quite able to find it. Mouserat clears this all the way down, close to the net. No one able to find a touch until RJ Soros finally gets it out. Good challenge there from Mouserat, as he's able to thwart the counterattack. And a good pass from Foof to the middle, but Mouserat not quite there to put the shot on target. Jay Gabbert misses his clear. No Aviators in sight. Mouserat missing the open net, but can Foof follow up? He can, and he will put another goal in.
Yeah, that was a really good shot from from Foof being able to pick up that empty net miss that Mouse Rat had, but no problem. Foof will just take it himself. He doesn't mind.
Most players might have expected that ball to just go straight into the goal. Foof showing maybe some more chemistry with Mouserat, knowing perhaps that he is known to miss open net, so we'll keep that in mind going forward.
I'd like to think that these two can trust each other to be wherever they need their teammate to be in the right moment. Maybe not as much the open nets, but I mean, if it is, all the power to Foof to be able to read that miss / pass. Who knows?
Foof is definitely out here preparing for the worst, hoping for the best though. As we see Foof clear this one out, Jay Gabbert's gonna try to get a challenge there, but not able to. RJ Soros in net. Jay Gabbert takes that play away before it can even start with a demo. Mouserat looks to pass this one back potentially, but RJ Soros sneaks right in and puts that goal in. They are now within 2 with 30 seconds. This game is not out of reach quite yet.
What a read from RJ, being able to anticipate Mouserat's pass to his teammate. And RJ was like, no, I'm going to take this pass, intercept it, and just bury it in your own net.
Yeah, the closer players get together, the more dangerous a back pass becomes. And RJ reading that gets right in and plays spoiler to that pass. As Jay Gabbert looks to challenge this, RJ Source is going to be up for this. Unable to find a touch, leaving Jay Gabbert to defend all by himself. Mouserat gets by one challenge. RJ not able to find a touch. Jay Gabbert will be able to clear this one out, but they have very limited time left to get this ball all the way down to the other side twice. And it is seeming like that is not going to happen as we hit 1 second. This game is going to be over and it's going to go to the Wolves.
Yeah, a really good game from the Wolves, and good to see them come back after that last game. They had some good opportunities, and they took advantage of them, even without besides a Mouserat's open net miss. But of course, we followed it up and finished. But
yeah, and we saw the Aviators in this game get a lead early on, not able to hold on to it. We need to see consistent pressure from them going forward if they're going to keep this series close and make it a competitive one, going all the way down to a game 5. We did see quite a bit of offense from both of them, but the Aviators just not able to find exactly where they need to go, and the Wolves just being in the right place at the right time for all these saves that they had. They had 5 saves that game.
Yeah, that's an incredible stat line to see. But although the Aviators didn't come away with the win, I mean, they were still looking really good, and definitely not going to count them out if they're going to want to push to tie this up and tie this game 4 up, make it a 2-2 series, and push for the game 5 and the series win. I can see it happening.
Yeah, I definitely want to see all of these games that we have going to game 5, or, well, more specifically, I want to see them matter in the game 5 as far as for the series totals and whatnot, or for the series win. I want match point to be game 5 every single time. So we're going to get into this game 4 and see if the Aviators can't seemingly come from behind and tie this series up. Jay Gabbert wins a pretty good kickoff there. It's going to go right to RJ Soros as she looks to start this offense. That's going to get pinched out to the sidewall off the ceiling, and no one there from the Aviators to follow up as Foof takes this one in, gets met with a challenge. Mouserat puts this one back onto the back wall, sorry. Not able to find another touch though, but he's still there. Gets bumped out for his trouble as he looks for one more touch. Little bit of miscommunication there from the Wolves as no one going for that ball. Jay Gabbert will take advantage. No one in net for the Aviators, so this is wide open as they will walk it in. Foof, not wanting to see his stats diminish, steals that goal from Mouserat. And hopefully there's just a little bit of friendly teammate banter there and no actual ill will. I'll expect that they're just being friendly with each other.
You'd hope so. Yeah, Aviators kind of got stuck in midfield right there. And of course the Wolves are just coming all the way downfield. Beat both of them, and both of them 2-0. The ball is just rolling out the other team's net. Yeah, they're going to put that away all day.
Yeah, very important that if you're the last man back, you are not missing your challenge, because if you do, you find goals that are just going to trickle in, just like we saw as we see the last man back miss a challenge, but not get punished, as Jay Gabbert not able to put that on target. Jay Gabbert searching for boost. RJ Source gets a centering pass out. Jay Gabbert's going to be late to this, but that's on target and in. He's going to tie this game up. That was a boomer of a shot, 98 kilometers per hour.
These aviators are flying. No pun intended. Just kidding, it kind of was. But yeah, that was, RJ was just coming down right at the Wolves defender. Gets a nice 50. Ball bounces mid, and Jagabber, what a shot. Coming right down the mid, just bangs it into the right side of the net.
Yeah, and I was not a fan of his positioning on that play, but he was able to come all the way down from his own corner and get that shot on target. As we see Mouserat put a shot on target of his own and takes the lead right back. Only 26 seconds elapsed between shots, between goals rather. And the Wolves want to send the Aviators packing in this game here.
Yeah, that was a smart play from Mouserat. I think he was smart to be patient, wait for Jagabber to take that unfortunate touch out in front of his own net. And Mouserat just had to open that, took a shot, and got the goal. Okay. Good way to get that, to break that tie.
Indeed, as we see Foof lining up for a shot here. He goes slow. Jay Gabbert able to read that and clears it out. That was incredible. RJ Soros, slightly heavy touch, but able to get a bump on Mouserat. He's going to be slow to challenge this ball. Jay Gabbert clears it over his head. Foof has to stay in net as the last man back. Gets a good, timely challenge on Jay Gabbert there, as RJ Soros has this on top of Ricard. Gets it almost to Jay Gabbert, but he's just a little bit too early to that ball. Not able to find the shot on target, as Foof looking to do a mind game, it looked like there. Not able to find the back of the net. As RJ Soros is going to have a hard shot on target. No, nothing in the air though, so Foof is able to easily clear that one away. Mouserat up for this challenge. RJ Soros goes flying past him, as now they have a 2v1. Jay Gabbert though with a really good touch to clear that one out away from danger, as he misses his flip challenge into there. Mouserat looking to make a play here on RJ. RJ though with a great challenge. Clearing this one up the wall. She's got a little bit of boost in the tank. She's going to look for a centering pass. Mouserat thwarts it. Up to Foof. Foof misses his initial touch, but Mouserat right behind him. That wasn't the best position that I've ever seen. But they're able to make it work, and they are now up 2 goals, 3-1.
I think both Wolves players being right under the ball, it kind of threw off the Aviators defender right there, because Foof was right under it, and then Mouserat came from behind him and just put the ball over the defender.
Yeah, it certainly threw me off. I had no idea who was going to shoot that. And so
yeah, neither did I. And yeah, apparently they did, and that was a good play by the Wolves to be able to communicate well and get a really good shot.
Yeah, definitely some really good communication in this game from the Wolves players, as they have a 2-goal lead and they look to make it 3. Not able to find the touch on target though. But here's a dangerous centering ball. RJ with a great clear out to midfield. Foof gonna look to pass this one back. Teammate not there to catch it though. Jay Gabbert's gonna catch this one on the wall. RJ Soros looks to follow up. Has to retreat as the challenge was there before she could get there. 50-50 goes to RJ Soros. She gets a touch off the wall. Centered ball. Jay Gabbert not able to find the touch as Foof clears this one out. Another 2v1 in favor of the Wolves. That's a great shot. Foof puts that one top of the goal, nearly at the crossbar. That was a great hook shot from Foof there.
Yeah, really good timing to be able to wait for that ball to bounce up and just put it right over the defender right there. The Aviators are going to have to make a really hard push if they want to come back and tie this game up.
Yeah, absolutely. Still possible, but they need some quick goals here to start us off with this ball. Near the center, Jay Gabbert up a little bit too early for that. Maybe a little too aggressive on the challenge there. They need to score, but they need to be able to score. That ball was not in a position where it was going to go in. As this ball goes dangerously in front of the net mouth. No one able to put it in though. RJ Soros is going to look to challenge this. It goes back. Jay Gabbert collects it in his own corner. Low on boost though, so look for him to clear this one out with all the boost that he has. RJ looking to center this ball. That's on target and in. RJ Soros with an incredible wall shot. Puts them within 2. I don't think it's enough though.
I don't think it is either, but man, I would love to see these Aviators players be able to get 2 goals in 7 seconds. Been done before, not likely, but if they could pull it off, it'd be incredible to see.
As we see a frantic kickoff there. We need a shot going in now, and the Aviators are not going to be able to find it. As the Wolves take the 4th game, they take the series. We have one more game left for you guys in this series. We'll see if the Aviators can't make this a 3-2 instead of a 4-1 heading into the next match here.
Yeah, of course. I mean, it's not just a best of 5. We play 5 games, and then you try to get as many wins as you possibly can. So the Aviators are not out yet. I mean, they lost the series, but they're going to try to push this game 5 to a win just to better their stat line in the future, because everyone matters, you know?
Yeah, every series win certainly important, but every game win vitally important once we start getting down to the playoff stretch and you start looking at how many games are left and how many you need to win. You're definitely going to be wishing that you had maybe taken these games that seemingly don't matter more seriously, so that you have yourself better positioned for your playoff push. As we look for looks like maybe we're doing a little bit of a lobby reset, as I saw a bunch of players leave, but it seems like everybody's here, so we'll continue going if everybody else is here, as we get the final remaining players joining in now. We'll look to see if the Aviators can pull off the upset and get this 2nd game win to make it a 3-2 series.
Yeah, it would be huge for them to be able to get another win under their belt.
My game's running better than ever. It seemed like we were about to lag out though. Everything looks fine here.
I think they were just joining up for that next lobby. Like, they all left to go into this current game right here.
Gotcha.
Probably why it looks a little confusing.
We see Foof trying to start the memes with a Roadhog XL and a pirate hat on. Gets a great pass over to Mouserat, and he slots this one in to get the scoring going 10 seconds into this game.
Right as I saw him pass that, I noticed what vehicle he was using, and probably not my choice, but I mean, with a pass like that, if it works for him, all the power to him.
Yeah, the Roadhog, I would definitely say, is a disrespectful choice. Not nearly as disrespectful if he was in a Scarab, so we will allow it. RJ is going to look to collect this ball. She puts it high up into the air, into the corner. Wolves not able to find a touch. RJ nearly getting that shot on, but Mouserat able to clear it out. Misses the boost, has control of this. Foof puts that one in. Ooh. Again, stealing Mouserat's goal.
Yeah, this is a sick flick, kind of a flick from Mouserat, being able to scoop the ball up from under him and get over the Aviators defender.
Yeah, call it what you want. It was definitely effective. As we see the Wolves going up 2-0 in this game. Aviators really need to think about scoring. Wow. As Jay Gabbert comes flying in and puts that pass from RJ Soros in. They're now within 1, just as I say it.
That was a nifty little touch from RJ off that wall. It hit just the top of her car, and she comes right down the wall, gets a nice pass over right along that far post, and Jay Gabbert's there to put it away.
Yeah, absolutely. As we see Jay Gabbert nearly getting a highlight reel play. Not quite able to get the read and get that shot in, but it looked really cool.
That would have been awesome to see.
Foof trying to get a dribble. Unable to do so. Mouserat tried to pass it up to himself, but not quite able to get the touch there. Jay Gabbert with a lofted pass out to the middle. RJ Soros not able to find the touch. Mouserat's going to have the easy put in. And the Wolves doing more of the same what we've seen from him. Getting a pretty healthy lead right now. And the Aviators just missing challenges, missing balls that they need to be hitting in order to win this game.
Yeah, really good play from them again. They've been very consistent this entire series, and it's easy to see how much that works out for them, and just about anyone.
Getting a great challenge here. Reads the clear from RJ Soros and gets out in front of it. That's going to be, I believe, his third goal. Oh no, second goal. So the Wolves are staying a little bit even this game. They're not just going to let one person run away with all the stats. Aviators need to turn it around right now. Whatever they did in game 2, they need to be doing right now. As Jay Gabbert sends this one up to the middle, Mouse Rat's going to be there for the touch, and Jay Gabbert goes flying into the net. Foof makes that save and carries this out to the corner. Takes the challenge from Jay Gabbert as RJ Soros misses the touch there. We're going to see a 2v1. Foof going for the demo. He does not get it, but it was enough to move the Aviator player out of the way. And that ball is just going to loft right in as that goes off a touch from the midfield.
Yeah, heads up play from Foof, realizing this teammate had all the control of that ball, and he turns around, aims his car right at Jagabbert, beelines it back to his net, and kind of forces Jagabbert to have to force himself to get out of the way.
As we see a great save from Jay Gabbert. Mouse Rat putting up a shot of his own. RJ Soros with a nice clear out. No Wolves players on it, so they're going to have a free attack here. No one in the net. Foof comes flying in out of frame and makes that save. RJ Soros puts another ball up high. Mouse Rat able to go up there and get it. As Foof looks to get this ball centered. He does, but no one there to catch it on his team. RJ Soros looks to get a shot on target. She does. Can she get another touch? That's a good challenge, but no one there to follow up. Mouse Rat's going to put this one onto target. RJ needs to make a stop. She's able to get it and clear it away. Not before Mouse Rat can challenge this ball, and Jay Gabbert forced to make another save and clear. Yeah, I don't know. The Wolves are on every single ball. They are contesting everything right now, and the Aviators aren't quite keeping up with the pace that they are. And as you see there, there's an uncontested clear. Jay Gabbert contested by Foof there. They're just all over this ball like white on rice.
Yeah, but we saw in that first game especially, the Wolves' speed has been non-stop this entire series, and it's really working out for them. The Aviators at times have been able to match it pretty well, but these last few moments, especially in this game, their speed has just been too much to handle.
As the Wolves look to capitalize and get the Brazil here, they put in their 6th goal. Again, we saw it on that play. We've seen it on a lot of plays tonight for the Aviators. They are missing challenges as last man back, and you cannot do that. That is going to give away a lot of open nets, and it's going to leave a lot of 2v1 situations with your teammate maybe not having the proper boost to make challenges. As you see the Aviators clear this ball into their offensive half, but it gets sent right back by the Wolves. Mouse Rat with an interesting touch. It goes out to Foof, but he's not able to connect. And just like I said, oh no, the Aviators not able to capitalize on that breakaway goal. Foof is going to have a breakaway of his own, completing the Brazil. You hate to see it. You love to see it. It's hard to watch if you're an Aviator fan, that's for sure.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, Foof, despite his questionable car change, he's doing pretty well. He can tell he has a lot of control over the ball regardless of what car he's using. It's interesting to see such a dynamic player.
As we see an incredible save from Foof, able to put the full body of his car in front of that ball and stop it from going in. That was definitely going to be going in for the Aviators as they try to save face and score at least a couple goals, maybe to get rid of this Brazil. As Foof attempts a pinch but is not able to clear it all the way out. Jay Gabbert tries to catch the ball but is not able to catch it. Foof seeming like he didn't want to score there, but Mouse Rat's going to put it in and end the Brazil anyways. As yeah, he is definitely recognizing it, if you can see the chat. As this game is definitely wrapped up, there is no way that the Aviators are going to be able to come back from such a crazy lead.
Yeah, looking really similar from that first game. I think the Aviators are trying to push their best on offense, which is what maybe resulted in them being having no one back on defense. So yeah, I think that their push, just like they had nothing to lose at this point, they were just trying to push for a comeback after being down. And it kind of resulted in even more goals being scored against them, which that's kind of the risk you take when you when you play like that. But
yeah, and we definitely saw from the Aviators, they are capable of playing with this team. They just need some sort of mentality change, or they need to, I don't know, be working on finishing games, because they started off hot in a couple of those, just not quite able to capitalize.
Yeah, the Wolves were relentless for sure. Yeah, this entire series, just about, they seem to be on every ball, every block. Yeah, it's just everything they needed to do. They've been on every single one the whole series.
Yeah, absolutely. We are going to kick it to a short break as we get the next game set up for you guys. We've got the Champion League Sharks versus the Spectres. So keep watching, keep getting those channel points to get that controller, and we will be right back, everybody.
I put some in myself.